Alright guys, so today we're going over the rear bumper on the Jeep Grand Cherokee. I went ahead and bought the cheapest Jeep Grand Cherokee bumper available on the market. So let's go over if it's worth the price. Alright, so for starters, this bumper costs a little over $300. And to put that in comparison for you, a stock factory plastic cover for the back of your Jeep is $120 to $150 in that range. And that's going off the price that you can buy it online at, not like if you go to a junkyard and pull it or something like that. So brand new to brand new, this is about double the price, an extra $150, but you do get a metal bumper. Now there are some complaints to be had with this bumper. It's not an awful bumper, but some of the fitment is a little off. You guys can see the gap on this side and this side. But besides that, I honestly don't have any complaints about this bumper, and it's kind of exceeded my expectations of what you would get for $350, because for the Wrangler, for $350, you would not get anything that's even slightly good. This also gives you a lot more clearance when you do the tank tuck in the rear and then the aftermarket bumper as well. And another big plus about this bumper versus your factory bumper is you get tow points in the rear of your Jeep. It actually comes with D-rings, which is obviously a plus. And then you get a little tow hitch. I mean, I wouldn't tow a ton from it. It's not the strongest, most sturdy bumper, but you could throw something small behind it. If you are planning on off-roading, like rock crawling a lot with this bumper, I would definitely reinforce it. That's kind of my plans for the future, because it's not the thickest metal, it's not the best quality, but it's definitely better than the factory bumper for the price point. So I will link this product down below in the description, but let's go ahead and give you guys a couple more views and show you guys what this bumper is about. So when you open the tailgate, it pretty much comes all the way up here, which I'm pretty sure you can adjust it and move it in some if you want to. It took me a couple tries to adjust it and get it perfectly. Another plus about this bumper is it comes with all the hardware needed to install it. It also came with the D-rings. I mean, for example, let's take you to the front of my Wrangler. This bumper was like $500 and came with zero hardware. I had to go buy hardware on my own. It didn't even tell me exactly what hardware I needed. I had to figure it all out. So, for a little bit less, you can get this. That comes with all the hardware, comes with all the D-rings you need, which is a huge plus. I mean, it saves you like 20 bucks. But in my opinion, for the price point, 100% worth it. I know it gets a lot of hate on like Facebook groups and stuff like that, but I'm not saying it's the best bumper out there at all. There's clearly much better options, but for the price, honestly, you can't really beat it. It's definitely better than the factory one, and that's the only other one like similar price range for this Jeep. So like I said, this will be linked down below in the description for you guys to check out. I believe the price point was around $350 when I bought it. There is a bunch of different brands that make this exact bumper. Another cool thing I meant to mention about this is it's kind of like modular, so you can take these two side pieces off and just be left with your stubby rear bumper, which will go from here to here with that only. That's actually how I mounted it, was just the middle piece first and then the two outside pieces. It was a lot easier that way. But yeah, all around guys, definitely worth the price in my opinion. I'll be sure to test it when we take it off-roading and see just how strong it is. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to get stuck and need to pull from it and everything. I'm also probably going to reinforce this before I take it off-roading, just because I don't want to have to run into issues like that and just stay stuck or anything. So I will probably reinforce it. But as I said, definitely worth the price, especially for only 350 bucks. You can't really beat it. There's not really any other bumper in that price range, and this is definitely better than factory. Before this video did end, I did want to give you guys like kind of a little sneak peek at next week. So the first thing I'll have to do before we spray primer or Raptor liner is sand off the rest of the bed liner on the back here and the roof. And then as you guys can see, some rust is coming through the just cheap primer I sprayed on there. And I want to just take this and sand it all the way down, do a little like thin coat of Bondo across it so that way everything's perfectly flat. And then we'll spray the Raptor liner primer, and then probably the next day spray the Raptor liner. I also want to try to fill in these gaps with like silicone or something so mud and water doesn't get down there. So there's a few little things I have to do before we spray that, and then obviously just like tape everything off, windows and stuff like that, because I didn't do that the first time and I kind of regret that. Obviously we're getting new taillights and everything. Once that's sprayed, I'm going to order a transfer case. I actually have all that stuff in my cart on eBay. Let's see if this will focus. In my cart on eBay. So it looks like they're about $250, $300 for the one I need, which honestly is not terrible. I have to get it anyway, so not a huge deal. So I'll order that probably tonight or tomorrow, either one. Haven't decided yet. I mean, it's Sunday, so it's probably not going to ship out till tomorrow anyway, or even process the shipment. So we'll have that on the way next week. Fix the paint. Got some cool projects going along with the headlights in the future. And then I think I'll be making some rock sliders soon. And then we'll start to take this thing off-road and see if it has any other problems before we do the long arms, axle swap, bigger tires, stuff like that. So that's pretty much just like an overview of plans for the Jeep. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.